Nearly every day, there's a new headline on the cyber threat posed by China. There's so many, you blink and you miss the latest. So the McCrary Institute just released a paper to serve as a guide on which cases matter most and why. Joining us today, you'll hear from the chairs of our China Task Force, Admiral Mark Montgomery, Brad Medieri, and Bill Evanina.
Volt Typhoon is a cyber campaign conducted by the Chinese Advanced Persistent Threat Team to conduct operational preparation of the battlefield against our national critical infrastructures so that the Chinese can hold that critical infrastructure at risk for either destruction or disruption during a crisis. So what are they going at? Our rail systems, our aviation systems, our port systems. That's the military mobility that's key to national security. They're also taking a look at our electrical power grid, our water, our financial services. Those are the critical infrastructures that underpin our economic security and our public health and safety. It's critical that the United States identify this malware, identify this campaign, mitigate the effects of it to ensure that U.S. national security and our military mobility and our military forces can execute when there's a crisis in Taiwan or somewhere else in the Western Pacific caused by the Chinese Communist Party.
Flex Typhoon is a little bit different. The Chinese state-sponsored entities utilize public-facing Internet of Things software capabilities to penetrate, infiltrate U.S. critical infrastructure, not only on the government side, but private sector, corporate America, and academia, to lay quiet and dormant inside organizations, and the Chinese Communist Party has the ability in the future to identify and steal data as they see fit. Flex Typhoon utilizes known and trusted software to hide inside every critical infrastructure sector in the United States. So if part of your industry, your business touches the internet, VPNs, routers, switches, please understand that Flex Typhoon is probably already in your system, and it behooves you to identify it and mitigate it as soon as possible.
Salt Typhoon is all about strategic intelligence. It's about the PRC gaining the strategic high ground in telecommunication networks globally, across 80 countries, where PRC threat actors, APTs, have established footholds in the telecommunication networks. What does that mean? That means that they can get information about call log data, they can view text messages, they can listen to telephone calls, and they can get information around lawful intercepts, where they can see who are being watched in terms of spies and criminals. It's all about the intelligence and being able to extract that information, listening to your phone calls.
Each of these typhoons on their own is a significant national security challenge. Taken together, it paints a troubling and disconcerting picture. China is not merely preparing for the next conflict, they are already fighting in the digital domain. And they're fighting day in, day out in our systems, in our economy, and in our infrastructure. We need to wake up and take this seriously.